Greetings to you all, and you are once again welcome to the Stratford Africa channel. We are here in this video to react to a very headlines news. The news item that broke out over the week that Harry Kane has put in a transfer request at Tottenham Hotspur, and he's looking to leave the club this summer. And in that headline, a lot of clubs have been linked with a move for the inform and hot striker. Teams including the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City, and Manchester United have all been linked with him, and even teams abroad. So that has really been a very dominating news this week, and especially in the transfer news segment of the football news. So a lot of debate has been sparked by this news item, and we are here in this video to try and share our opinion and react and see what we can also say about that news item. So before we just dive straight into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you like what you are watching, please like the video and share. Thank you once again for your support. So Harry Kane to Manchester United links or rumors. Harry Kane undoubtedly is a very good striker. He's a very good footballer. He's the best number 9 in the league, and even in world football, the top 3 strikers or top 3 number 9s in world football, if you are going to list Harry Kane, there's no way Harry Kane will miss out in the top strikers in the world right now. So he's a very top player. There's no doubt about that. He's the best number 9 in the league, and he has been for several years now. It just hasn't been this season or last season. He's been the best number 9 in this league for a very long time. And unfortunately for him, he's been playing for a club that seems not to have matched his ambition. In the club of Tottenham Hotspur, they don't win trophies there, and a top player of his caliber can't keep playing for a club that does not win honors. So it has come to a time that he has got to realize that if he wants to retire with some medals, it is not going to be at Tottenham Hotspur, especially when they brought in Jose Mourinho, whose reign has come to an end without them even winning a trophy. So he has told the clubs that he would like to leave this summer, and teams are on the lookout for him. So he has been linked to Manchester United, and I see the player Manchester United should be looking at to sign this summer. That has been the question on social media. A lot of fans have been reacting and sharing their opinions. To a particular group of people, Harry Kane is a top player, just as I said. And Manchester United of old, the Manchester United we knew under Sir Alex Ferguson, when a situation like that presented itself, the club didn't think twice. And so therefore, there's nothing that should make the club think twice about signing Harry Kane. So some group of fans think that the club should just move on fast and get that deal done. And then Harry Kane is about a 30-goal striker a season. And when we get that, he will help us to challenge and even win the league next season. And there's another group of thoughts which I belong to. In my personal opinion, Harry Kane is not the player Manchester United should be looking to sign. Especially not because of his quality or anything like that. Undoubtedly, he's a very top player. You understand? But my problem with him, it has to do with the price tag. They are quoting around. Then Levy is demanding close to about £150 million for Harry Kane. And a player of his caliber, a player of his stature, his stature, will command such a fee. But his injury record and his age is where my worries lies. He's 27 years old, and he's had several knee injuries and big injuries in his career. So that worries me. And the price tag, that money is a whole lot of money. You see, if you've been watching my videos, I've been banging on and crying out loud that this Manchester United squad needs balancing. I've been saying it, that there's quality in the squad, but that squad needs balancing. So in my opinion, that £150 million money is perfect for the balance the squad needs. That money is spent in other areas of the squad will bring the balance I am crying out for. If you spend all of that on in signing only Harry Kane, Harry Kane doesn't balance our squad. He might give us goals, all right, fine. But if you are looking to build a team that will dominate games and dominate for years, and not just a one-season wonder title challenge or one-season Premier League win, then Harry Kane is not the player Manchester United should be looking to sign. You understand? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. This team, this squad needs a CDM. This squad needs a very quick and good centre back. This team has been crying out loud for a right winger for ages now. So, in my opinion, this £150 million price tag of Harry Kane, if we are going to be used to sign Harry Kane, it should be a very bad footballing decision the club would make. And if they go on and make that decision, I will understand their point of view, because a top player like that, when he's available, it is hard to think twice on him. But we will have to control our emotions and look at the bigger picture, the long-term benefit that we get from signing somebody like a Jadon Sancho to come and solve our right-hand side problem, getting somebody like a Declan Rice or a Wilfred Ndidi, so that we won't have to play McFred week in, week out again. You understand? Getting a very quick centre back to come and partner Harry Maguire, that will give us value for money than when we use all that money to sign Harry Kane. Harry Kane will give us goals. I have held an opinion that our team doesn't lack goals. Yes, it doesn't lack goals, even though our attackers have been seen to be misfiring, but there's goals in that team. People like Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, Cavani, Martial, they are goal scorers. The problem has been that we don't create enough chances for them. Look at Cavani for the last 4 or 5 games. He's been languishing up top there with nothing to feed on. And that's because the squad is not balanced. So this money, in my opinion, should be spent on other areas, the underlying issue this squad has, to try and solve it, so that we can build a very good squad which can come out, play games and dominate teams, carve teams open time and time again, create goal scoring opportunities for our forwards, not a scanty 1 or 2 chances that we do right now. When we buy Harry Kane to come and play in front of McFred, how will the ball then get to him? You understand? So at best, if we will even be lucky for Harry Kane to come in and have the Van Persie kind of effect, just lead us to a Premier League title, and then boom, we are back to square one again. You understand? So in my opinion, Harry Kane is a top player. United shouldn't be looking at him, especially with that price tag. That money can sign Sancho. You see, Dortmund are said to be reducing their demands of Jadon Sancho to about 90 to 85 million euros. So when we bring that to pounds, that's around 78 million pounds. You understand? So we buy Sancho from that, we still have some amount of money left. It can get to be a CDM or a centre back. You understand? So that means 2 very prioritized positions sorted, instead of just buying a striker. And what worries me is that after the Fulham game, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was asked about the Harry Kane situation, what he said is where my worry lies. It sounded as if the club are seriously considering entering that race to try and get Harry Kane, because he said something in the lines of that whether Cavani is staying or not, that he can't stay because Cavani is staying, there won't be another striker coming in. That how many good strikers have we had? You see, he's trying to say in his playing days, in the Sir Alex Ferguson era, we always used to have about 3 or 4 good strikers. We used to have Andy Cole, Dwight York, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and stuff like that. They used to have Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Carlos Tevez, you understand, Berbatov, and stuff like that. So that really worries me. United has been a long admirer of Harry Kane. So now that he's available, I think United has been very unlucky. Harry Kane has been made available at the wrong time for us. You understand? In my opinion, that £150 million or £120 million should be spread to try and solve the various issues that the squad has. Unless, of course, they will solve all those issues and sign Harry Kane on top, which the economic situation we live in right now doesn't permit. And even the Glazers themselves doesn't like spending that much, you understand? So personally, Harry Kane is a top player, a very elite goal scorer, good playmaker. But in the circumstances we find ourselves, in the current state of our squad, there are underlying issues in the squad that needs addressing first. You understand? So right now, Cavani is going to stay. Greenwood is growing his game. Rashford is scoring goals. Bruno is scoring goals. So our team's problem is not goals. We have to balance the team so that we can dominate teams, play good football, have the ball more, and then try and carve lower blocks open more and more and more. So when you create more chances for our forward lines, the likes of Rashford and Bruno and Martial, then they will score loads and loads of goals. You understand? So that is my thoughts and my general view about the Harry Kane situation. He's bent on leaving this summer, and it's going to be a very, very serious transfer saga that will roll all the way up to the end of the transfer window. So let's hold back and see what happens in that area. But as and when United goes in and does that deal, as I said, I will understand them, because United is said to be always trying to get the best talent in the world. And when the talent like Harry Kane is available, you don't mess around. You understand? You don't mess around. Just that in the footballing sense, in the sense of the squad we have, I think there are other areas that we should prioritize over spending all those amount of money on Harry Kane. So please let me know your thoughts on that issue in the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't. Please share the video. Until we meet again next time, have a nice time. Bye bye.